Let's now take you through the MPs who have been given this noble task. We have Shashi Tharoor, Congress Member of Parliament, Ravi Shankar Prasad, BJP MP, Sanjay Kumar Jha, who is a JDU MP, Baijant Pada, who is a BJP MP as well. Then we've got Kanimoyi Karunanidhi, the DMK MP, Supriya Sule, NCP, the Sharad Pawar factions MP, Srinath Eknath Shinde, who is the Shiv Sena MP. Let's now take you through who all are part of the delegations. The names that you just heard, those are the members of parliament who will be leading these delegations. In total, there are going to be 7 delegations. And now we are telling you about, what these delegations, who all will be part of these delegations led by those 7 MPs and where all will they be really going. Starting with the delegation headed by Congress MP Shashi Tharoor. So the delegation headed by Shashi Tharoor, the Congress Member of Parliament, is going to be visiting the United States of America, and some of the other members who will be part of his delegation include names like Shambhavi Chaudhary, LJP MP, JMM MP Sarfaraz Ahmed, Sudeep Bandyopadhyay, who is a TMC Member of Parliament. Then you've got a TDP MP, also part of Tharoor's delegation, BJP MP Shashank Mani Tripathi, Bhubaneswar Kalita, another BJP MP, and Milind Deora, the Shiv Sena MP, is also going to be part of the delegation that will be led by Shashi Tharoor. And we are getting to know that he is going to represent India in Brazil, Panama, Colombia, Guyana, as well as the United States of America. That's the number of countries that the delegation led by Shashi Tharoor is going to visit. Now, another delegation will be headed by JDU MP Sanjay. Now, this is where this group led by Sanjay Jha will be going. We've got Sanjay Kumar Jha, the JDU MP. Now, his delegation will also include members like Salman Khurshid. Now, he's been former External Affairs Minister as well. Yusuf Pathan, who is a TMC MP, and Hemang Joshi, who is a BJP MP. Now, the countries that he is going to be representing, are very important as well. Japan is what we are learning that Sanjay Jha-led delegation will visit. So he and his delegation will represent India in Japan. Other members who will be part of Sanjay Jha's delegation include John Brittas, the CPIM MP, Pradhan Barua, the BJP MP, and another BJP MP, Aparajita Sarangi. Then you have Shiv Sena MP Shrikant Shinde's delegation. These are the list of MPs who will be part of his delegation. You've got Basuri Swaraj, the BJP Member of Parliament, and Sasmit Patra, another MP of the BJD. Now, Shrikant Eknath Shinde is a Shiv Sena MP, we all know, and he and his delegation will be representing India in the UAE, other nations in the Middle East, and also countries in Africa. Now, as far as the Congress party is concerned, there is some kind of politics that's happening. We'll tell you a little bit about that in just a bit. But before that, let's try and understand why Congress party has raised questions on the way the centre has picked Shashi Tharoor, a Congress MP, to lead a delegation to the United States of America. Now, Congress party was asked to give a list of members of parliament. That's what the centre had asked Congress party to do. Congress party had given 4 names. This list included the name of Anand Sharma, Gaurav Gogoi, Nasir Hussain, and one more member of parliament from the Congress party. Shashi Tharoor's name was not there in the list that was given by Congress party to Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs. Now, this has raised several questions. Viewers, you must have thought that the announcement of this delegation and this diplomatic mission would have gotten everyone's approval. But even in this case, some sides are needlessly playing politics. Like I said earlier, Congress party has raised questions on centre's decision to name veteran diplomat and MP Shashi Tharoor. Shashi Tharoor's name is there in the list that the centre has come out with. The Congress party seems to be having a problem with that. They claim that Rahul Gandhi has sent out a list of 4 names who can be Congress party's representatives. It did not have Tharoor's name. But Modi government deliberately ignored the list that was given by the Congress party. That's the charge coming in from Congress netas. Now, more than targeting the government, the Congress party has directed its complete anger towards Shashi Tharoor. Party's media face Jairam Ramesh has said Tharoor should have consulted the party high command before accepting government's invitation. Udit Raj of the Congress party went a step further, questioning Tharoor's loyalty by asking if he is a BJP or a Congress spokesperson. Listen in to these reactions.
It is up to the Congress to decide to whom to...
But the Congress tweeted 4 names, but Shashi Tharoor's name was not in that.
So why is it up to the party to decide? Why? There are many MPs, not only Shashi Tharoor is MP, that is why the question is being raised. I don't find that there is any relevance.
The government chose Shashi Tharoor?
That's up to the government. Already I've said that it's difficult to say that whether Mr. Shashi Tharoor is a spokesperson of BJP or Congress. Already I have said it.
Mr. Ramesh is opposing the name of Shashi Tharoor. Is your party MP?
Jairam Ramesh or any one person opposing anybody's name. No. There is a system of doing things. We had sent our names and the government should have been more sensitive.
And we got a reaction coming in from Shashi Tharoor as well, the Congress member of Parliament, who responded to the announcement saying he is honoured by the invitation from the government. He said when national interest is involved and his services are required, he will not be found wanting. Listen in.
My party leadership is entitled to its opinion of my abilities or lack thereof, and I think that is really for them to explain. I have absolutely no comment to make on that. I am honoured to have been entrusted with the responsibility, and I will fulfill that responsibility. Certainly informed them of the first call I got, which was 2 days ago. And I also mentioned to the minister who called me, who was a parliamentary affairs minister, that I assumed that he would be talking to the party leaderships of opposition parties, and he assured me that he would be. He also let me know that I was not the only one he was calling. There were other opposition MPs that he was calling. And I found it entirely appropriate, as I said, that the country should rally together on this particularly important issue. And now that I've been entrusted with the task of leading one of the delegations,